Hey, FC here. We got some good ones lined up in this video for you. First one is one that Eddie McKnight brought to me, this black Chevy Silverado. And when I popped it out of the package, I knew I wasn't going to be messing with the paint any. Good clear coat job is all it needed. The next thing was the sport bike in the back of it. Looking at them blue tinted windows, I knew what I needed to do to that sport bike. So I think you'll really like this. Then we jammed a great big set of OH5 polished wheels under it, and it just really set it off. Next car was a 69 Corvette ZL1. Le Mans blue car. My brother used to have a car like this, a stock Corvette, same color. And it's set in my garage, and I used to go out and sit in it. And when he sees this, he'll kick my ass. But I really remember his car. The trick to this car was come with a chrome interior. And I knew my brother's car had a blue interior, a lot like the Le Mans blue color of the car. So I needed to find a color, and it took me a while to find a color to change that, that would cover that chrome and give it that color that it needed to be. Finally came upon it, and we were able to make the change. You also know there's a rosewood wheel in it too. Came in a lot of these cars, rosewood Corvette wheel. Next up was Too Fast. Everybody knows this car, dual engine, old coupe, sedan dragster that Hot Wheels has had out for a number of years. All we did is tear it down, give it a Sin City touch. Next up was the Custom Mustang. It's the newest Mustang they have out with rear riders on it. This car was laying on the bench, and I've wanted to do a Mustang showrooms showdown car. A lot like the black GT I did in the black and 16 with the skinnies in the front and the wides in the back off of a Copo. And put the Cobra Jet emblems on the side of it. So this thing was sitting in the boneyard. Eddie Mack had robbed the wheels off of it for a project, and I was like, man, that's a car I'm going to put back on the track. So that's what we did. We, grabbed some wheels out from under a Copo and put our emblems on, clear coat, and it turned out really good. The next car is the 09 Corvette ZR1. Again, popped it out of the package. Great looking car. All I really wanted to do to it was put some rail riders under it. OH5s was the pick for that one as well. Same wheels we put under the 69. Then a clear coat paint job, and it looked great. After that, we mod rod the version 2 red car that's come out this year. Beautiful paint. Again, popped it out of the package. I knew I wasn't doing a thing to the paint, but getting some clear coat on it and make that metallic they had in it really popped. Then I went a little further on this one. Besides, putting the rail riders on it, and we used a smaller front tire on it. And that was just out of necessity because it came out from under Astro drag van, so I didn't see any reason not to use them, and it gave it a different rake and a different look. A little bit of detail into the engine. Car turned out really, really well. Last car is a departure from everything I've done. A couple months back, I bought a BB and Mulligan front engine dragster because I wanted a front engine dragster for my collection. I had it for a while, and I thought, man, I'd like to have a push car for that, sitting up on the shelf, a push car behind it really look really well. And I looked over a lot of cars, and I really couldn't find anything. And then Eddie Mack brought in a Marvel X-Men Chrysler wagon, old Plymouth wagon. And it had a shaker hood on it. And I thought, man, that's the coolest thing. And for the longest time, because I didn't want to strip it, it had so many good detailing, paint detailings in it that I just, I didn't want to strip it. And so I tried sanding on the side, and that heat applied emblems they have, they're tough. So after a while, I got it sanded down good enough, and was able to paint the side of it a color green that I thought would match the dragster. It took me a long time to find emblems for the side of this car that would work, and roundabout way, slicks the cows. Just happened to have a 125 scale for the 125 scale dragster, and that's why the emblems are huge on it. But it worked out, I think. And you could be the judge of that, whether it looks like crap or yeah, it turned out. Emblems on, clear coat, already had big fat tires, and the thing is, the car came with slicks all the way around, so I had to find treaded tires, of course, for it. I added a black push bar in the front to give it some authenticity. Had to have something to push dragster with, and just so happens, when you butt them up, the drag chute sits just above the hood by chance. So that'll do it for this one. I hope you enjoy it, and have a nice day.